All right, guys, it's 9:30 Wednesday, July 8th. I hope you're doing well today. I hope everybody's doing good. It's been a while. We have some good stuff for you today. So just go ahead and stay tuned. Paul will be in here and we'll get started pretty shortly.
Hey Johnny, good morning, boss.
Hey, how you doing, Paul? How you
Good.
doing?
Okay, so we're live, huh? Ah, you cut the
Yeah.
you cut the hair.
Yeah, I
That's the
know,
first
man. It
thing I
was
noticed.
time. It was too long, man. My brother, dude, honestly, with his clippers, we just went over it.
Really?
Like at one point, he had to like pull it hard and run it through. It was
Well, it
crazy,
looks
man. But
good.
it was time.
It
It
looks
was
good.
time. It was
All
time.
right.
I just needed to do it, man. So, how you been? You good?
Good. Dude, yeah,
Good,
good.
man. Good to
Okay,
hear.
guys, 9:32. So, for those of you who are just joining us live, I'm gonna let the algorithm run its course. We're gonna let it go for just a little bit. So,
Mhm.
did you already do a mic check?
So I haven't done a mic check yet. So you can do a mic
All
check
right,
now.
so let's just do a real quick mic check, guys. If you guys can hear us, please give me a thumbs up or a good morning or I hate you, whatever it is that you want to post. Let's just post that on there so that way I know that you guys can hear us okay. And then we're going to get started in about 2 minutes. I'm going to give everybody an opportunity to join. Today, I'm going to talk about TikTok ads because I just got the email alert allowing me to advertise on TikTok. And we're going to talk about that in a little bit because I think it's important that everyone acknowledge the social and everyone's going to give a collective groan because now it's another thing that we're going to. I just barely figured out how to use Instagram. Now you're telling me I got to go onto TikTok and a lot of us don't want to hear that, but we're going to go into my rant about why you should be doing it and why it's important to be an early adopter because the people that are always the early adopters of those platforms are the ones that win. So we'll get started in a little bit. I'm going to sit tight for 2 more minutes and open up my energy drink. So Bang has a new like birthday cake flavor, and no, I'm not sponsored by them, and they don't get any cookies.
I mean,
I
that's
don't
one
know.
of the more popular energy drinks, right? Now on the
Yeah,
market now. Yeah.
they're because of the amino acids, but there's no proof that that
Hmm.
really helps at all. Anyway,
Yeah.
just the fact that it tastes like birthday cake is a complete trip to me. One of our clients, her son was studying to be a flavologist. Is that right?
Oh, a
So like,
flavor.
so
Okay.
I don't know how
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
able to come up with flavors like this, but this really does taste like birthday cake. And they have another one that tastes like cotton candy, and it's
Oh wow, man. That's awesome. Good stuff.
yep.
Yeah, because
Okay.
I've seen it all over social media and also like my buddy, one of my college buddies in Arizona, he's a fitness guru, loves it. You know what I mean?
The
So
commercials are a little racy sometimes,
I can imagine, you
so
know.
they get a
So
little, a
what do
little,
they
a little.
primarily advertise? Is it do you catch it on like network TV or is it typically like social media and stuff like that?
Yeah, I think it's on. I haven't seen it on TV. It's all social media.
Yeah, right.
So if
It's
you're
all
watching
social
like a
stuff.
workout video, it's
Mhm.
very likely that you're going to see one of those things. If you're a
Mhm.
man, it's very likely that you're going to. a straight man, you're very likely that you're going to see bikini clad women drinking this. Those are the kind of ads they love to run. So anyway, all right, officially 9:35. So let's get started. Today, this morning, I got an ad acceptance. I don't know. Anyway, I basically got an email notifying me that TikTok had approved my ad account for me to join their beta tester program and to be able to start advertising on TikTok. Now, you know, a lot of times people, especially as real estate agents, we don't want to learn something new. I shouldn't say we don't want to learn something new. We don't want to have to learn something new. And I think I might as well talk about having to adapt, right? Especially because what happened during the pandemic, a lot of us were forced to learn new skills and learn how to manage our business virtually. So what I'm going to be sharing with you guys isn't going to be anything that's brand new. It's, in fact, at this point, you should have probably already accepted the reality that you're going to have to adapt. And there is no constant in our business other than change. So you might as well accept that. Right now it's TikTok. Last week it was Facebook, and then it could be Instagram. And 5 years from now, we don't know what platform is going to be out there, what's going to be catching steam. But at the end of the day, if you want to be relevant, you have to go where the eyeballs go. Sorry, I'm getting a call. Let me just turn this off. So, or was that you, Johnny? Anyway, let's talk about TikTok real quick, because if you don't know, TikTok Original is a new platform. My kids are upset that I'm using it because it is more of a younger platform, as was Snap. And for whatever reason, Snap, what is your take on Snap right now, Johnny? Because I feel like the steam has kind of been taken out of their sales. Although in the last 3 or 4 months, I was hearing good numbers, and I heard that their stock went up. But that could also be because of the fact that everyone's at home and they're all using the internet right now.
Yes,
so,
exactly.
You know, are they benefiting from that?
Social media entities right now, I think Snap is, or Snapchat, whatever you want to call it, is is the weakest link. Obviously, with the advent of TikTok, it's more the fact that you can use licensed music on TikTok as well is another big thing. Like, that's even something that YouTube can't do, you know? So TikTok is really, really going to be even more massive, I think, even after the pandemic too, as well.
Yeah, so I'm not going to give a history lesson on it, but it started out as music.ly, Musical.ly, and then people started using that, and they started dubbing music on there, and then it eventually progressed into what is now known as TikTok. And again, if you are an early adopter and you utilize these things and you become proficient on it early on, then you're not going to be one of those guys or gals that says, you know what, I wish I would have started advertising or building an audience, you know, a few years ago. It's too late for me now. Well, look, the advertising opportunity in TikTok just started. It just started. So there shouldn't be any excuse for anyone to say, well, you know, I missed the boat on that one, because you're really, really early. And if you learn how to do this and you build the right audience and you do it, then you're going to have the opportunity to benefit from all of that. So become an early adopter, accept the fact that you're going to have to adapt, and you're going to be adapting on a regular basis, or you're going to become a dinosaur, right? I mean, it's sad what's going on with all the retail businesses and what's happening with, and these are name brands. We're talking about, like, you know, Macy's is being affected, Neiman Marcus is being affected, and you know, J. Crew is being affected. Look, there was a time I thought J. Crew was cool. I guess
Nordstrom, right, as well.
Yeah, Nordstrom is being affected. Somehow they're staying afloat a little bit more than I think others. But the point here is that you either adapt or die. That's the message here. That's really what I want to talk about this morning. So let's go into TikTok really, really quick, and then I'm going to show you. Now, I'm not going to go into how to use TikTok as a social media thing right now. I will tell you this, though, that here has been my strategy, and some people disagree with this and some people don't agree with this, but what I have found is that it is easier for me to use TikTok to make a video, add music to it, then download that same vertical video and then re-upload those and share those on the other platforms as stories. So it just saves me time, okay? And then it goes back to the argument, well, Paul, which one do I use? Do I use TikTok? Do I use Instagram? Do I use Facebook? There's so many things. I don't know what the hell I should be doing. If you're a big Gary Vee follower, Gary Vee is going to preach that you have to create content that is native to every brand. And look, that's easier said than done. And God bless you, Gary. I know that you've got the team and you've got the staff to create native content for each of those platforms. But for those of us that are a one-man show, one-woman show, it's not that easy for us to create content just specifically for one platform, just specifically for TikTok. It's going to be, you're going to kill yourself. You're going to overwork yourself and you're going to go nuts. So I don't recommend that you do that personally, at least not in this stage of the game. If you're able to go out there and build a media team that works for you, that can create these things for you, and you can create them natively so that it looks like it was designed just for that one particular platform, then God bless you, do it, right? But for now, let's just talk about us working as independent people that are trying to take advantage of the platform. So what I normally do on TikTok is I will create a story. I will add music to the story. Same deal, just like Instagram, you got to add hashtags. In fact, here, let's just look at some real quick. All right. And if you don't know it, oh, I can't do screen sharing again, Johnny.
Oh, yeah. Here, let me make you the host. And I'm not sure why that happens. So, second, guys, just bear with us. Here you go. All right, you should be able to now. So I think it's a security feature they added. I'm not sure why.
That's good.
But, yeah.
All right. Share screen. Here's my new tab. Share. So let's look real quick at TikTok and then we'll go into the ads. So here is my profile on TikTok. Now here's the deal. What I just discovered is that they don't allow, it's not like Facebook Business, where on Facebook Business, you have your business profile and then you're advertising as the profile. Because it's so brand new, my personal profile is not connected to my advertising profile. It's like they're two independent things and they're completely separate. So I thought, okay, this is going to be great because look, my followers, I have a paltry 140 followers, which is pretty low. But the point here is that I thought, well, if I'm advertising and I advertise on their platform, that it should link back to my personal profile so that my follower base can go up. But what I've discovered is that they're not connected, at least not right now. So that's another thing that you got to be prepared for. Just to show you a real quick video. So this is my son while we were at the lake over 4th of July weekend. You may not be able to hear the sound. Oh, maybe you can.
Okay. Yeah, that's
okay. So
I think I get shades of it, but yeah.
Anyway, well, it doesn't matter. The point is you can add music to these videos, and then what you can do is once you uploaded them on the app, you can then download them as vertical stories. And the good thing is that because stories is becoming such a popular thing now, you can actually add these stories onto your other platforms. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make it a little bit easier for you to use these stories. Yeah, and who cares? So the logo shows up on the bottom. At the end of the day, it really doesn't matter. It's all about repetition and it's all about consistency. So a lot of times people get so consumed by making sure that they're creating the perfect post, when in reality, it's all about just being more consistent. The people who succeed the most sharing this type of content are the ones that are doing it on a regular basis, multiple times a day, and they're not so worried about the perfection of the content. Now, don't get me wrong, there are some people who create some videos that are unbelievable. I look at this stuff and it's fascinating to see how I can tell that the editing time and the time it took to create those videos took a lot longer than it looks, than the 15 seconds there. I mean, just to create one shot, like for those of you who don't know, if you're over there and you're filming stuff, sometimes you're spending 15 to 20 minutes filming it and then 30 to 45 minutes just editing for 15 seconds worth of content. All right. So my point here is it doesn't have to be perfect, but you got to make sure that you get it out. So you get it, you add the music, and then you upload it, and then you download it, and then you can share it on Instagram stories, and then you can share it on Facebook stories, and then you can even share it on YouTube stories. Okay, so if you don't know, for YouTube, you have to have over 10,000 subscribers, but if you have over 10,000 subscribers, you can share stories on YouTube as well. A lot of people don't know that. So I'm just teaching you a small little shortcut to where you can use the same content and share it on all of those platforms, and that way you don't have to worry about creating native stories for all of them. All right. So that was the first thing that I wanted everybody to see. Any questions so far, you guys?
Not seeing anything on Facebook, nothing in our Q&A box here.
Let's go to the let me go to the advertising platform so that you guys can see what it looks like.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what the platform is like.
Yeah, it's very new. Let's put it that way. You can
Ah.
tell. You can tell that it's not.
Yeah.
All right. So let me share it again. Sorry about this. Share screen. Share. All right. So when you first log in, let's see, I'm already logged in. Let's log in again. You have to get an email invitation, and then you log in. Going back to what I said earlier, complete verification and get your credit now. TikTok business is providing 100 million in ad credits to get small. See, I didn't even know about this. This is all new stuff that I'm seeing for the first time. So I guess I'll take advantage of that in a little bit. But here's basically what the ad manager looks like. Oh man, I'm already logged in. And I can put the link. So for those of you who don't know, the link is ads.tiktok.com. Okay. So you come in here, and then they require that you, for now, at least, that you prepay. So you have to load it first. Okay, that was another difference that I noticed with Facebook ads. Now, mind you, Facebook is a giant. So what they do is they give you rollover, right? As your Facebook ad account improves, they will typically bill you in 2 weeks or maybe even 30 days later, right? So it's net 15 or net 30. TikTok right now is charging you up front. So you have to load it, and then you can run the ad. Then you can come in here and you can create an ad. Now, they are not, one of the things that I notice about TikTok is that they are not as, the way Facebook used to be when Facebook first got started was you were allowed to really create audiences that were very, very specific. Now, because of all the fair housing violations and all the lawsuits that they went through, Facebook has then changed it recently. And so now you can't do that. On TikTok, when you come in here, you can decide what you want. You want your reach, you want traffic, app installs, video views, or conversions. Now, in the case of a real estate agent, you're probably going to want traffic. Okay, that's the idea. So you want to be able to get traffic to your site from the video that you're going to, or the video that you're going to use. Now, again, ideally, since it is a TikTok video, you're going to want to create videos that are vertical, 9:16, right? So you want it to create as if you're filming it standing up. Now, another little hack that you can use is you can just film it this way, vertically, or you can use existing videos and then have either your video editor or use Adobe Premiere to change the sequence so that way the videos adjust. Now, I don't want to get too complicated on it, but there is ways to do it. It's easier than it sounds to modify a video so that you zoom in and you just capture the right area that you want. So you want traffic, okay? Then you're going to give it a campaign name. So I'm just going to call this Test TikTok Video Ad, okay? Budget, you set a budget, you can put, now if you look, they're already saying at least $50. So that's another thing that I noticed is that their budgets and their costs is a little bit higher than Facebook, okay? But again, very few individuals are advertising on TikTok right now, and if you take advantage of it, you're going to be early. Yes, it may be a little harder. You're going to deal with a higher cost. And speaking of a higher cost, let's talk about that too. So I just recently went to Las Vegas. When I went over there, Vegas isn't open the way they say Vegas is opened. Okay. In other words, a lot of the stores are shutting down at 9 p.m. A lot of the clubs there are no clubs. But even the bars, everything closes roughly at about 9 or 10 p.m. At night. So it's hard to really go anywhere. At least that was my experience about 2 or 3 weeks ago. And this was prior to the second spike. Now, why am I sharing this? Well, I'm sharing this because there were tables now that you can gamble at, and either you have your own mask and the minimum buy-in is $25, or if you don't have a mask, you can sit at a table where they have plexiglass dividing all of the locations, and those cost less. Those are $25. So, $50. So if you don't want to wear your mask, but you want to gamble at the tables where there's like plexiglass is $50. But if you have a mask and you sit at the table, then it's $25, which for a lot of people is still even higher that are used to the $5, $10 tables, right? So what's my point? like you got to deal with whatever you get. And right now, TikTok is giving you like $50. That's the daily. Now, it might be a little bit less. You can also set a lifetime for $200, and then you set a lifetime. That basically means you won't exceed that. So I just want you to know so I'm just going to let's just put lifetime $25 just as an example right here. Okay. Oh, $50. So minimum $50 in advertising. Now let's continue.
I was thinking 1 million, I was just kidding.
Yeah.
The max was like 1 million there. Oh my gosh.
So then, yeah, tell me about it. So then you create your ad name, automatic placement. Now I do not recommend that for real estate agents, you do automatic placement. Do not do automatic placement. Select your placement. And you'll see that they have all these other, so I didn't even know that TikTok owned these other properties, but they have Pangle, Hello, and Vigo. So all I would do is I would put them in TikTok and the newsfeed app, okay? So I would remove those, then we're gonna go back down. Then you're gonna put your website URL. Okay, now, this is important too, because as real estate agents, a lot of times, here's what I see. I see real estate agents advertising on Facebook and on Instagram because so many people jumped into the ocean of advertising on those platforms. And what's happening is they're then advertising a property, and then it's just taking them to their general website. If your general website does not have any information that is going to lead to any type of lead capturing, then you're just wasting your money. All right, that's very, very important. So you need to understand that if you're going to send them somewhere, that you need to send them to something that is going to prompt them to capture their information, right? Or you're going to have to prompt them to go to some type of a landing page that is going to get them motivated enough to give you their contact information. Otherwise, what's the point of advertising, right? If you're just advertising for brand recognition, that's great, but you're going to burn through a lot of money really, really fast. So you need to have something that is going to capture their information. So whatever URL you use, it's fine, but make sure that your offer, right, is enough to get their attention. So if I'm advertising them to go to a site and I'm telling them, hey, look, find out how you can purchase your home with 1% down or 3%. You have to be careful about the language that you use, but I'm just giving you examples. Or find out how to get $10,000 in credit back when you purchase a home through me. Something along those lines. All I'm trying to do is just give you examples of things that would prompt them to give you their information, their phone number, their email, whatever it might be, okay? So you need some type of lead capture. Don't just send them to a website because that doesn't do any good for you, okay? Then you display the name. So I'll just, for the sake of this example, I know you guys know that I'm videoing, like I'm doing a video here, right? And it's live. Okay. All right. So anyway, okay. So then there's my site, then the display name. Okay. The display name is what the display is going to be for the ad. So I will put talk to Paul. All right. Then you upload a profile image, whatever that image is going to be. You can pick whatever it might be. Whatever. I'm gonna leave that blank. Category, they do have a category for real estate, believe it or not, which means that I know that they've already been getting ready for us. Then you start to put your categories, real estate agent, and you put your tags, pick all your tags, put as many as you can. Yes, leave it open to user comment. All right, so let's talk about that really fast. If you're going to run ads on any of these platforms, it doesn't matter whether it's TikTok or Facebook, get ready to be made fun of, okay? Whatever it's going to be, I mean, you're going to get some comments. There's always going to be comments. And here is my personal recommendation. My personal recommendation is you take the high road. Respond to those comments, even if they're calling you ugly, dumb, stupid, whatever it might be. You respond to them, but you take the higher road. And here's why I'm going to suggest that you do that. The more comments that you have on your posts, on your ads, on your whatever, the more activity there is, the busier it looks, and the more people will click on it just out of sheer curiosity. Even if it's just you and one person engaging in like 20 different comments, bantering back and forth, but you're not making yourself look bad and you're still engaging, that still looks better than having no comments at all. Does that make sense? So if someone comments on my thing like, you're an idiot, right? Okay, well, my next comment is going to be, hey, John, thanks for Thanks for making that comment. I appreciate it. Tell me what made you think that I was an idiot. And then I wait and see how they respond. And I keep engaging and I keep engaging, because all I'm really looking for is activity on the ad or on the social post, so that way the algorithm picks it up, because the more activity it is, the higher it typically tends to get posted. Now, what a lot of people will do is they will delete those negative comments. I'll leave them there. I'll engage in those comments and I'll try to keep them going for as long as I can, because I want the activity that goes along with it. Does that make sense? So make sure that you're participating. If you run an ad and you get comments on it, engage in the comments and engage in the ads. Video download, yeah, let people download your video. Who cares? All right, automated creative. So if you upload images, they will create a ad for you. I'm not going to let them do that here. I'm just going to give you an example. So TikTok is pretty good at learning how to create these videos. So I'm not going to show that here, but just know it's available. Test your audience. So here's what I mean about the audience. So for audience, I haven't created one yet, but you can come in here and you can pick your location. You're gonna, they don't let you pick areas. So I just had to go with California, and then that's the best you can do for right now on TikTok. So you're not going to be, that's what I meant about TikTok versus Facebook. TikTok right now, it's the entire state. Facebook, I can go at least 20 to 30 miles within the radius of where I'm trying to advertise. So Facebook targeting is much, much more precise right now. But again, if you build the audience and you're one of the early adopters, you're going to benefit from that. So in my market, typically I'm going to want the 25, 35, 45 year old. That's going to be the market that I'm going after if I'm trying to get, home sellers or home buyers. Languages, no limit. Interest category, I'm probably, let's go over that. I'm probably going to choose financial services. That's going to be one. I'm also going to want someone who is into news, but not so much into news and entertainment. So I don't really, anime is cool. Car news might work. Celebrity, culture and art. That's good. Health and wellness, movie, maybe, music, other news. I don't care too much about the TV drama or variety shows. Those are probably within the line of a home buyer, home seller right now. And tech and electronics. Okay. Maybe sports and outdoors too. I don't know. What do you think, Johnny?
Yeah, I think it's worth it.
I think the thing is with sports and outdoors, though, there's not enough of a niche here. I can't like target enough.
I see. Cause it just looks like equipment. Like there's no, yeah. Maybe it's hard for them to segment or target. I mean, I'm pretty sure
that's the thing. So again, it's going to progress. There's no question about that, you guys, but I'm just showing you, like preparing you for what you're going to go through right now. Okay. Cause I just ran my first ad this morning. I went in there and I literally did it this morning because again, I want to be one of the early adopters and I want to get this down. Yeah. Daily budget, we can put $5. I think $20 is, yeah. See, they want $20 a day minimum. So the buy-in to TikTok is a lot higher than it is for the other stuff. Continuously, and then I click next. Okay. Oh, they also want you to create a bid. It's almost like pay-per-click. So that was another difference that I noticed, whereas Facebook doesn't necessarily require the pay-per-click. This is more Google-ish, where you have to put how much you're going to bid. I put 55 cents. I think that's a fair bid. Keep your average cost around or lower than your bid. I think that's an okay bid. I because I don't know the platform yet, that's where I'm starting out. You can do what you want. Okay. Then you click next. You can do the video or you can do the image. Pick one, right? I just did a video. In fact, I used one of my older videos just so that everybody knows. And at this point, because I'm just testing it out and trying to understand it, I did one of the, I did my old chicken little video that I did. I don't even know. Johnny, you see, you're all over the place there.
I know, right? Seriously.
Oh, so I did my old chicken little video. I uploaded it with no captions and I put it in there. And again, I'm just walking everybody through it just so that you see in real time what it's like. And you can go back and you can reference this video if you need to. I'm by no means an expert. I'm learning the ropes just like you. The video gets uploaded and here's roughly what it's going to look like. See? So again, going back to the difference between this type of a video versus native. Native would basically means that the video would take up the whole screen. Okay. The only reason that I didn't create one right now is just because I didn't have the time. So I'm going to let this run and see what happens. But ultimately, I'm going to convert this video into a 9:16 video. Now, there's two ways that I can do that. I can just zoom in I can just zoom in on that video and just center it so that it looks right. That's one way. Or I could have my video editor do it for me. Okay, so let's look. Now, you see that it says talk to Paul, but then you'll see that there's that little thing right here. Now, typically that's the user, and if you click plus, you can follow that user. What I've discovered, at least as of this morning, was that that user is the advertiser. It is not me, my personal profile. So what I was hoping, again, was I said earlier, was that this would include my personal profile so that I could link the two, and then I could get more followers, but that's not the case, at least as of right now. Then you put your text, and then you can replace the thumbnail. Okay, if you're gonna have a thumbnail there, put something that is going to engage. You know, you need something that is going to prompt them to look at it, okay? Sadly, one of my most popular TikTok videos that went relatively viral for me, that got over like 30,000 views, was a video of me getting on a plane, filming my wife, and, you know, let's be real, her butt was showing, and that one got the most views. That's probably my most widely popular TikTok video, okay? All I'm saying is, I'm not telling you to pimp out your spouse, but I am saying that you want something that is going to be engaging enough to get them interested to watch the video. Okay, so to me, this wouldn't be interesting enough, but you get my point. Okay, get something that's gonna intrigue them. And I don't know what their policy is about text. Facebook will not let you have more than 25% of the space to be used as text. I don't know what TikTok's is. You can play with it, you can mess with it, see what they let you get away with right now. But they may not let you get away with too much text. That's up to you. Bottom line is, get a thumbnail that's intriguing. All right, then you click submit. The sky is falling. You know, this is just a test for me anyway. Then I click submit. I'm not going to have this ad. So now they're going to run it, and there we go. And that's it. It's not that difficult. So, oh, let me prepare you for one other thing. They are going to ask you to upload information about you, and they're going to ask for, this was another thing. Maybe I did it for Facebook a long time ago and I don't remember, but you're going to need to have some type of documentation that you are a business. That was another thing that I noticed. So they asked for like my Secretary of State paperwork, our corporate paperwork, and stuff like that. So be prepared that if you're going to advertise on TikTok, you're going to need that stuff, and you're going to have to get it uploaded. I'm going to leave this now. All right, so it's 10:02. I kind of rushed through this. Any questions, you guys, on what's going on? So the website, again, is ads.tiktok.com. So you can go on there right now and you can register so that you can become you can click get started. You can become one of their early advertisers.
I'm looking at Facebook here. Nothing's come through yet. So. But I think one benefit of being an early adopter is you're one of the early adopters on
Absolutely.
a platform.
Yeah.
Getting early, I mean, can turn you into one of the major players.
Big time. Big. I can't stress that enough. I cannot stress that enough. So, you know, but again, there's going to be those that are going to be like, oh, now I have to learn a whole new platform, and I'm going to have to go do this, and I'm going to have to go do that. Look, it's part of the business. Just accept it.
And sometimes things don't work out, but if you see what TikTok is doing now and what it's done during this time, there's no sense. I mean, there's no, I think this is going to blow up, you know, I think it's going to be very big, you know, so, you know, guys,
it's good to see. It's good to see some competition on the playing field, right?
Yeah.
I mean, look. Let's be real. It's no fun to see one company go out there and just decimate everybody. And up until this point, really, it's been Facebook and Google that have been running the show when it comes to online advertising. And now you've got a third party, you've got a third player, you've got a fresh new audience that you can take advantage of if you do this right and if you start. So that email went out today. It just launched right now. Make sure you're getting on there. Make sure you're creating your profile, and make sure that you're running these ads. All right. And if you learn something that I didn't cover today that you think could benefit us or benefit the group, please, by all means, make sure that you bring it to our attention and you share it with us. All right. Okay. 10:04. With that, Johnny, I think we're gonna close it down. Yeah. Unless there's any other comments.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything here, so I think we're good to go.
So comment on the Facebook. I'm going to stop the share. Everybody stay healthy, stay well, and just keep pushing forward. Just keep pushing forward. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys.
All right, you guys. Take care.
Goodbye.